Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Surbhi Sururi Mishra, and in today's video I'm going to talk about osteoarthritis. Okay, let's understand osteoarthritis with the help of one example. Let's take knee joint. So this is the upper bone which is called femur, that is your thigh bone. Okay, so this is the lower end of that particular bone. Now this is your tibia, this is your leg bone. These two makes the knee joint. Okay, so this is the lower end, this is the upper end of the lower bone. So what happens in osteoarthritis? There is cartilage. Cartilage, you can say it's the covering of the bone which protects the particular joint from any injury or any impact. So you can say it's like it gives the cushion to a particular joint. So what happens in osteoarthritis, due to the load which is there on the joint, due to wear and tear, the cartilage becomes thin. So the gap which should be maintained in between these two joints has become less. So from here it becomes less, and there is continuous rubbing of these two irregular surfaces. Irregular because the cartilage has become thin, so there is rubbing of these two joints, these two bones. So what will happen if there is osteoarthritis in a particular joint? You will experience pain, swelling, limited range of motion. If the person is not doing any exercise, one can experience limited range of motion. Also means there is difficulty in bending the leg properly. The person is not able to extend the leg completely. Then there can be swelling because there is inflammation in the joint. Inflammation means because of the wear and tear, there is swelling inside the joint. So one can see redness also. So it's a natural phenomena and everybody has to go through it. In some cases it's a bit early, in some cases it's little late, or in some cases patients don't even have any symptom but they have osteoarthritis. They have the wear and tear of the joint but they don't have any symptom. Now let's talk about the causes of osteoarthritis. What are the factors which contribute to osteoarthritis? I have already told you that it's a natural phenomena, but there are few contributors to it. So the first one is obesity. Obesity can cause more load on the joints, more load on your knee joint, your hip joint. So the first point is obesity. Second is your posture, how well you're maintaining your posture. In many patients I've seen, they stand with their knees extended or they lock their joints. So that can be a contribution to these wear and tear in the joints. In some cases the pelvis, it depends on the body type also. For example, in some cases the pelvis is broad, like women have more chances of getting osteoarthritis than men. Why? Because of the broader pelvis. So it depends on the body type also. If the pelvis is too broad, the load on the knee joint will be much more. The next point will be your diet. So how well you are keeping your diet. For example, in cases where the calcium and vitamin D levels are really low, the wear and tear will be much more early. The last point will be lifestyle. So if a person has done high impact activities throughout the life without taking care of the diet, without taking care of the shoes which the person is wearing, it can lead to osteoarthritis or early osteoarthritis, you can say. The changes will be much before than a normal individual. Or a person who has never done any exercise and have a very sedentary lifestyle, that can also lead to osteoarthritis, arthritic changes in a particular joint. I'm talking mainly about the load bearing joints, that are your spine, your hip, your knee and your ankle. Now let's talk about the management of osteoarthritis. Guys, there is no particular cure for osteoarthritis, as it's a natural phenomena, it's a natural wear and tear of a particular joint. But you can manage your discomfort, you can manage the pain, redness, swelling, decreased range of motion with the help of the number one point will be your lifestyle changes. For example, a person who is living a very sedentary lifestyle, I will advise them to be a little more active. Do your exercise daily, 5 to 10 minutes every day. Or if they can't manage it every day, they should be doing it at least thrice a week. It's very, very important to activate the joint, activate the muscle. People who are overdoing it, means they are standing for a whole day, they are on their toes all the time. It's better to take rest in between, take frequent breaks, take care of the pain, the small nagging pain which we tend to ignore. You have to take care of that pain also. Take hot pack, cold pack, whatever suits you. Do your exercise regularly, but try to break your schedule. It's better to take breaks in between so that your joint also gets some time to rest. Let's talk about how physiotherapy will help you in the management of osteoarthritis. So your physiotherapist will assess you thoroughly and then make a plan accordingly. Physiotherapy will help you in reducing the pain, swelling, redness around the joint, and will help you in improving the strength of your muscles with the help of exercises and making your lifestyle better. Exercises are most important in the management of osteoarthritis. Your physio will give you a set of exercise depending on your body type, which will help you in activating the right muscles and staying pain free. I hope you guys liked the video. Comment down and let me know. Thank you.